Hello everybody, Buddy Wade, Midland, Texas. It's April 29th, 2022, about 9:15 in the morning. I got an evidence packet right here I want to show you that I'm going to take and I'm going to hand deliver to the Sheriff's Department. And what happened this last weekend on Saturday, we had a gym and mineral show here in Midland, and there was a deputy that was there all day long, and I think his name was Muriel. And at the end of the day, I spent about an hour talking to him, telling my story, and he was, I posted about it on Facebook. He was sincerely, he seemed interested, and it sounded like that he didn't know, and I thought that was interesting, especially that homeowners are all over the place reporting people in the attic after I was ambushed and shot, with reporting burglar, people in the attic. I let him listen to that video that has the police scanner calls, that has all the homeowners reporting people in the attic, and he was amazed, and I said something like, this is embarrassing for good police. He said, yeah, it is, and so anyways, I've created this evidence packet. I'm going to take it down there and deliver it to the Sheriff's Department. I want to show you, this is for a record, so I have a proof of what I did. Okay. This is a packet of just different picture files that you'll find on my Facebook there. Very important picture here. This is what proved the pry marks on the bathroom door, what proved a burglar was trapped in my bathroom. This here, April Chandler, on the emergency detention form, she started to write that I shot myself, right? And then changed her wording to say that I caused myself to suffer a gunshot wound. And I wasn't shot with my gun, so she's saying I was home minding my own business and I caused somebody to break in my home and try to murder me. No, that makes no sense whatsoever. This is about the stolen, police stole the voice recorder that I told them about at the hospital. I said, proof is at my house, proof is at my house. Chandler finds the proof. It looks like Davis stole the proof and then bragged about it. I got a recent video about that. Okay. Here's a Midland Crimestoppers tip, and I included the actual Crimestoppers in this packet of evidence. The Google map pictures showing in the backyard the underground home in my backyard, which is believed to be the young girl that went missing 2013. I suspect the girl that was murdered at the 2010 oil show party Angie told me about. This is where I was told that Billy Dunn, the mother of Haley, was a stripper, and that's what led me to believe that all the strippers were at the oil show parties, and she was taking Haley to the strip clubs. I think maybe she took Haley to the oil show parties. That put Billy and Haley in my backyard in 2010. Okay. These are the secret police. These are the pictures there that I'd offered the $2,000 reward for, and here's where the private investigator identified them 6 years later. They were secret for 6 years. There's their names. First known secret police since Nazi Germany. That's what they used to call them. Okay. And real important picture here. Bedroom picture while I'm in the hospital. They tried to disable this camera, didn't know it was taking pictures. Rosie Rodriguez leaned over my nightstand. That's where my stolen cell phone was found planted. It was stolen before I was shot, and I believe she was planting my cell phone there. April Chandler was standing there next to her, and the kicker on this whole thing was when she lied on the police report and said Buddy said that his battery wasn't charged on his phone. That's why he called that. And Buddy never said that. I had a fully charged battery. She knew that they stole my cell phone. This was premeditated murder. God saved my life. Google Earth picture right here showing where it's believed the tunnel ditch coming out of the back of Home Depot is aimed directly to my house. That's one of my main pictures right there. I posted that many times, and more of them. Here's where I believe there's 3 homes here. I think that, and I was told there were 4 underground homes, but I think this might be where 3 of them are at, based on a mortar problem and a nearby water well. Okay. Medical. This is on the medical records, and this is showing that the X-rays that the ER doctor ordered were time-stamped before he ordered them, and that was only one proof that my X-rays were faked. I have multiple proofs. I also told the sheriff deputy. This is Lieutenant Dickey that was in my home at 11:05, and he wasn't seen arriving on the cameras that saw Woodward and Naylor at 11:01. Now Woodward and Naylor wasn't You know, they wouldn't even dispatch. They showed up. Actually, Woodward is a sheriff from a whole nother county. Showed up with a spotlight minutes after I crawled out. I think he was looking for my dead body, to tell you the truth. So obviously these two were under my home, but because he said right here, no one in the house, that proved he was in the house and he wasn't soon arriving. That's how we know that he came from under my house, and it was under my house that somebody shot me. Actually, 5 police officers there. And okay, I showed Homeland Security where I believe the human trafficking murder tunnel was located on July 2nd, 2019, and 2 weeks later they dug up the ground and poured concrete there. Amazing right here. Arthur Welch, he goes online. For years he's been saying the same thing. He was the ex-boyfriend of the ex-wife, saying he overheard her planning my murder with her police friends to steal life insurance. That was a Facebook post. This is what I'm taking to law enforcement, okay? Aaron Packa asked me if I knew the names of the 4 people who've been murdered, died in my home. And then the city of Midland grants him $72,000 to start his dream business up. A lot of people wondered if taxpayer money was used for hush money, okay? And then this here was proof that I wasn't shot with my gun, and I have a list there, which is real important. If I was shot with my gun, that means somebody came to my home and shot me, and that makes this a capital attempted murder. And we have some dangerous criminals running around. Okay, Crimestoppers tip. This is what I turned into Crimestoppers, and I think this is the one that was deleted, and I had to submit it twice. I don't know if it got deleted a second time, but it's it just seems to all the evidence that I provide, no matter how many murders or how solid it is, seems to be ignored. Okay, this is another letter here that nobody's ever seen. And what it is once they indicted Sean Atkins for the murder of Haley Dunn, I sent registered letters to Sean, to the DA, to the U.S. Attorney General, to the Texas Attorney General, to the FBI, to the Texas DPS, and I said something fishy's going over here. I've documented 10 different people by recording screenshots saying Haley was killed in Odessa, who, where, and how. And Sean wasn't even there, according to these people. And so it's like they're trying to frame this guy. Is what's going on. And so I have the links to all them proof videos, and that's the one I showed you a minute ago, proof I wasn't shot with my gun. And so anyways, also, then I prepared a flash drive that I'll put in that packet here with pictures, text files, and videos on it with a README file, okay? And so there's just a few of the videos there that's going to go to the law enforcement this morning, to the sheriff's office. Some text files for them to read. And a lot of these pictures are the ones I post on Facebook. A lot of them that we printed out. And so this is, I don't know if I'll post this video or not, but I want it for proof. I want to see if the sheriff's office will act on this and do anything. Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas.